Hello, everybody. I wanted to put out this video thanking you all for supporting a brand new channel, a person of whom had absolutely no clue what he was doing, who still to this day actually does not know what he's doing. For all of your kind comments, everything you guys are doing, liking the videos, sharing it with your friends. I don't even have the words to properly thank you. That is the state that I'm at right now. I'm gonna also do my best not to become emotional. I'm gonna be very frank with that. It may or may not happen. So this channel has transformed from just a little idea that I had. Well, I don't mean to make it sound like a sob story, but in fact, it is the truth. From a point that I was very depressed. A lot of people don't know this, so I guess I'll give you a little bit of channel history. I started this channel in a time that I had a terrible job and life was not doing so hot for me. And I told my friends as well that I was planning on starting something, and they were telling me, "Oh, you want to really do that? Like, seriously?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do. I want to give it a shot because I've been talking about it for quite some time." And I was constantly saying to myself, "Well, who in the hell wants to listen to you?" Right? Apparently, I was very wrong. Okay, because I have to live with this voice. I have to live with this being. Okay, this is a whole situation just in and of itself. So I can safely say to you that if you've ever had those thoughts, do know that you're dead wrong. Just being yourself really matters. And that's what I've always been since the very beginning. Now we'll get into the whole history aspect of this. February 3rd, came home from that very terrible job. It was complete dark out, very, very late. Essentially, I've been driving for about an hour and a half. Came upstairs, got something to eat, turned on my computer, and decided to record an episode of Dune Spice Wars with an awful headset. And I told my friends the very next day that I had done it, and they just all subscribed en masse. So right now, I definitely need to take a moment to thank M, John, Ptolemy, Kedite, Doozy, Talon, obviously Zeraxon, of whom is my brother, Amitrina, of whom I love with all my heart. All these guys, Eva, Raphael, all these guys just immediately jumped in to support me. So I started the channel with 10 subscribers. That's the truth. Didn't start with 1, I started with 10. And from that moment on, I just tried my best. Okay, I recorded something, I put it out there. It was a good way for me to keep myself stable, I guess, trying to go through the daily tasks back then. And then Eva came up to me one day, and Eva's pretty much like my sister. That's how long I've known her for, and how close her and I are. While we were in Discord one day, she told me, "Why don't you consider trying that city builder game you always talk about?" I'm like, "Really? You want me to try Anno?" She's like, "Yeah, you're good at it, so why not try it? See what happens." So, really, you all should be thanking her, because if it wasn't for her suggestion, I highly doubt this channel would have reached this part. I highly doubt it would. Granted, the EU4 content was very, very entertaining, and I will be getting back to EU4 at some point, rest assured. But I think a personal moment right now to her is very important. She was the driving force behind this. She's the main architect behind it, so definitely a big thanks to her for making this possible. Because the back when she said it, I immediately thought like, "Oh, I watched a lot of Anno content on YouTube. I learned how to play the game from Taka. I learned how to, I don't know, be effective playing or watching Navarius. So to even be in that same pool, kind of like in my little corner, of course, because obviously I'm a lot smaller, is still insane, right? To even be recognized but on specific sites that say like, "Oh, okay, name some Anno tubers," and then my name for the channel actually pops up over there is incredible, right? a little bit of added history for you. When I actually started the Anno series, I was sitting on the floor. My computer was on the floor. Why? Because I was in the process of getting a brand new desk. The previous one that I had was just old, rickety, and quite frankly, I was very scared that it was going to break, so I got rid of it. Put this behemoth on the floor with obviously something underneath it so it wouldn't burn the house down. And I started recording. So that's why if you go and you listen to the very first Anno video, you'll be like, whoa, voice sounds awful. Like everything just sounds a little bit out of whack. At least it is for me, because obviously I experienced it. But I was sitting on the floor for a good couple of episodes at the very beginning, and something happened. I triggered the algorithm in that particular fashion that actually started pushing my content forward, and that's when a lot more people started to come to the channel. People like Perseus and Brian. You guys, you've even been there since the EU4 days. And I know you're always lurking, so do note that I know you're here, and I really appreciate all of your support since back then, too. Patrick and Lemon, these dudes have, like, commented on so many videos. Patrick pretty much comments on every single thing I put out right now. I look forward to seeing Patrick's messages every single day. It started off from one little sentence, right? And I know he's laughing listening to this. One little sentence, and then it transformed into a full thesis every day. And you know what? I love reading those thesis statements every day. With Lemon, this man just, I'm pretty sure I've in some way contributed to him going bald, because I just flat out do not like using keybinds. So these guys for sure. Ryu, Torup, if it wasn't for Torup, we definitely would not have the incredible specialists our Navy needed to defeat all of our enemies. And he's even been around since the EU4 days. So we got a lot of veterans over here. Ryu, obviously, he commented on a lot of the videos and is one of our most productive governors right now in the New World. Then we have more recent additions to the channel. After that part, Mar, absolutely incredible person. Thank you for all of your kind words, truly. We have Robert that's been commenting on practically every single video. Aura, of whom is from my neck of the woods originally. Really appreciate you. There's just so many people. Just Random, Sapphire, friggin' everybody in my Discord. All right, Mike, an actual Anno YouTuber found little old me. Do you know how starstruck I was? I actually thought I was gonna have a heart attack that day. Genuinely, when I saw that he subscribed to me, okay, I went and I looked at his channel, because whatever happens, whenever I see the notification pop up that this is a new subscriber to the channel, I go and I subscribe back to you. And I like your stuff if I see it, and I think that's a good way of giving back, right? So I went and looked at his, and he's got like 100 and some odd Anno videos over there, 2,000 subscribers. I'm like, wow, this man found me. And I am his #1 fan, okay? I don't care how long other people have been his fan. I am his #1 fan. Get in line. So I want to just definitely say that if you're on the fence about starting a YouTube channel, or if you're on the fence about taking a big leap in life, whatever it is, use me as an example, okay? Started off from literally nothing, just an idea. I wanted to make a YouTube channel. I wanted to get my name out there and see what happens. Do it. Don't hesitate. Don't let your mind bully you. Just go out there and do it, okay? If it's a YouTube channel, message me. I will go and subscribe to you right now. I will like your content. I will watch your content, and I will comment on it. I will do the exact same thing for you that you did for me, because that is the community that I want to foster for the long term. Not just now, not when we reach 10,000, freaking 20,000, 30,000, 100,000, 1 million, 2 million, doesn't matter. That is going to stay put for the entire time. I will want to always have and always say that we need to have a good, healthy community. And that is what I'm going to keep to. We're never going to deviate from that. For everyone who are sharing the content, please know how appreciative I am. For everybody who would like to share the content with anybody you know, please note that I do seriously thank you, because you're taking time in your life to not only watch what I produce, but to also share what I'm making. And that to me is very, very, very important, that you know how appreciative I am with that as well. Without dragging this on any further, I think just an overall thank you to the entire community. A big thank you to everybody who not even is here subscribed yet, but will watch this video at some point later on. Thank you all. We're not going anywhere. We're going to continue expanding. We're going to keep growing this community to as high as it can possibly go. That is the measure of my resolve, and that's how I'm always going to be. So, until the next episodes of Anno 1800, Anno 2070, Anno 117, other games, EU4, I don't know what the heck else there could be. Single player stuff like Witcher 3, I was actually considering doing Witcher 3, Space Marines 2, anything, really. Know that I am very, very thankful you all are here, and I will catch you on the next episode, my Rantians.